Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, continuing the series SNCF 30710. Continuing the IPS with the firepower, we talked a lot about it and we explained the features and the base policy that it has. So, what's today we have actually is we will test the IPS with the exploit lab. So, we will try to hack Windows 7 machine without enabling the IPS, and after that we will enable the IPS and we will see what will be happening. So let's go to our lab. So here I have here one hacker actually is taking in the VLAN 30 and has an IP address and is trying to exploit the PC in VLAN 20. So let me open the PC here. So CMD ipconfig. So it has 192.168.20.10 as usual. Fine. Uh, I want you to see the C drive here. Computer C. Okay, so this is what we have actually in the C. Let me minimize it and open the Kali machine. Okay, great. So let me first check the connectivity. Ping 192.168.20.10. Fine. I have a connectivity. I only just in the policy rules for the new rule, I just enable the interVLAN routing between the inside and DMZ and vice also versa between the DMZ and the inside. So here I have connectivity, so it's fine, clear. And after hacker is doing its sniffing and scanning the network and find the victim machine, so it's trying to do the exploit. So we will enable the Metasploit. Okay, now I'm inside the Metasploit, and I will try to use one exploit. It's vulnerability in Cisco. It's called SMP, sorry, MS17 underscore 01 underscore eternal blue. So now I'm inside this and I want to set the remote host. So I will set a remote host, the machine that I want to hack it or exploit it, R host or remote host, and I will put the IP address of the Windows 7 in the VLAN 20.20.10. Great. So I set the R host now. So I will write exploit. It's now trying to exploit it. Okay, now great. You see here what's written for me when. It means I gain the machine. I press enter. I am inside the C, Windows System 32. Here. Where is it? I am here now. Okay, so this is a shell command if you are like extremely good with shell, so you can put your commands and you can control your machine whatever you want. So here just I will write, I will make a directory for example, Mary hacked you. Very simple. Enter. Go to here. It should be appearing here. Again. Okay. mkdi, maybe without quotation. No, it should be here. Voting for me inside is wait, cd. Mm, final directory. It should be here. Wait. Anyway, I exploited it, but why it's not working? Let's try. Um, okay, now it's here. Yes, I have to enter inside the C. Okay, so let's make another folder. Okay, DR. Okay, it's here right now. So I exploit it and I enter the machine itself. So I can do like any commands, any in the shell. I can through virus, through Trojan, make backdooring, whatever I can do now because I exploited it already. So let's see what our IPS can have. Let me go to where the FMC management. Okay, if I go to here in the policy, access control, so I will try to apply the IPS from the DMZ to inside because our Kali Linux here having the IP address of fconfig, it's 192.168.30.8. So this is our DMZ VLAN. So it will be from DMZ to inside this one. So I will modify this and I will go to the inspection. Now I didn't create anything, just I will use the default rules from the IPS. So let's make it balanced security and connectivity. And I will use the default set here. So I didn't change anything, just I'm using whatever default from the firepower, from the snort engine. So, okay, save, deploy. Let us see if the balance will can catch it or it's weak enough for that. So we need to uh, select maybe security over connectivity or maximum detection. Let's see what it will be happening. Just let me pause the video and I will come back to you when it's done. So after deploying, let's go to the Kali again and let's do the deployment. So clear myself console. exploit Windows SMP MS 17 underscore 01 underscore place it our host 192.168.20.10 exploit. Let's see now it will win or what. IPS it should do the inspection and should stop it. We will see. It's also depending on the base type that we used. If it's like quite enough to do that and it's updated, but actually it's pretty good as I know. Great. So when reading from the socket timeout 30, error, communication error, read timeout expired, exploit completed, but no session was created. Why? Because IPS stopped it. Let's go to and see in the intrusion in the events if it's recorded or not. Here, operating system Windows Microsoft Windows SMP remote code execution attempt, and it's telling you that. So if I select it, if I view, it will give me something or empty. Okay, great. This is what I want. The source IP, this is 192.168.30.8. This is my Kali machine. The destination IP, this one. And source port ICMP type this. Destination port using 445. I think this is the reversed IP. There is no SID, the signature ID or snort ID. I want to search it by snort ID. No authentication required. I see the score user. This is a start like getting from the CVSS that yes, there is no authentication required. So just I did it. The application protocol. It was working in the NetBIOS SSN SMB. NetBIOS client. Application risk very low. Okay, business relevant high. Ingress DMZ, egress inside, and this is ingress interface VLAN. This one, global, ingress virtual router, intrusion policy. The policy is detected balance, security, and connectivity, and access control policy, test معياري policy. Yeah, this is the access control policy. The access control rule, DMZ to inside. Network analysis policy is balance, security, and connectivity. If I enable the network analysis policy and start doing gathering in the information, after that I will do something called firepower recommendation, like here in the intrusion. Let me, of course I didn't apply this, I applied the default one, but I want to show you here, like firepower recommendation. So include all differences between recommendation rules. And so I have to enable, this is actually, I will cover it in another video. That's why. So also there is a rule for tuning your IPS. It's telling you when you're providing values to your variable set in a variable, sorry, if you provide values to your variables in a variable set, this is what will give you. This is a quick way to reduce IPS false positive and improve the sensor performance as well. I don't know if I mentioned this in my PowerPoint. So what does this mean? Like now the home here in the objects, in the intrusion rules, No, in the object management, just leave this page. Now when I go to the variable set, and I'm using the default now, variable set. So if I edit this one, and here the external is any. So if I here give it a value, for example, I want to apply, and I will create like my rule set. Let me create one, add, DMZ to inside variable. Okay, so if I wrote here the external is or the home, let's make it the home. Here include the home. Okay, and the external, what's wrong? Home. I need to save. Valid name must contain only underscore. Okay, underscore, underscore, underscore. Forget underscore var. Okay, so if I save it here, okay, here in the external, I'm in the external, so the external will be any, but I want to exclude the home from the any. Save. And here the home, where is the home here? Home net. Here it's okay, so I'm defining the home net. So in the home, where is the home now? Home. There is no home. So what's inside my array variables? Cancel. This is the default set. Okay. Ah, great. But this is not what I want. I want here in the home to tell the home that the inside will be the DMZ, for example, or 192.168.30.0/24. And add it, yes. This is in the home. Save. The external will be any, but not the home. Right. Yes. So let me see my array variable what it has. So it will be include home. Okay. No, actually this is not what I want to make. No, it's wrong. Delete it. Save. Let me concentrate a bit. Okay, because I'm here in the default rule. So let me add a new rule. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay, and here I want to define, so the external will be home included no, home excluded, and any. So, and the home, it will be here 192.168.30.0/24. Save, save. So I can go to the policy right now, the access policy, modify, and rather than to put the inspection here, the variable set to any and everything, then I can put my variables here and make save. Because I can create actually many rules. I can implement an IPS for each rule and different than the others, and that's why they allow me here to create a base rule. Save, yes. So here that's allow me here to create an intrusion. Then I can create like many policy that I want, so I can apply it to there. So now the exploit has happened, and we saw that IPS, yes, can do the job. So, and also don't forget the rule that is saying providing values to variables in a variable set. Uh, this way is reducing the IPS false positive and improve the sensor performance, meaning the firepower performance. I hope you like this video. If you like it, please subscribe, like and share, and wait for me for another new topic. Thank you very much.